Before I start, real quick, if stories like this hit close to home, subscribe to the channel. It helps more than you think. And when this ends, drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them. All of them. The buzz of my phone cut through the restaurant noise like a blade. I was halfway through my pasta, fork hovering, when her name lit up the screen. Sorry, didn't notice how late it got. That was it. No heart emoji. No explanation. Just a sentence that felt rehearsed. I stared at it longer than I should have. My wife was supposed to be grabbing a quick dinner with co-workers. She said she'd be home by 8. It was almost 10. The candles on our table were already melting into ugly puddles of wax. This was supposed to be our dinner. Our Friday. I typed back slowly, deliberately. Is that all? 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. My chest tightened in a way I couldn't explain yet. Not panic, something colder. Something that felt like my body already knew the truth before my mind was ready to admit it. When we first got married, she used to text me updates for everything. Leaving work, traffic, even what song was playing on the radio. Somewhere along the way, those messages stopped. I told myself it was comfort, trust, marriage settling into itself. Now I wonder when comfort turned into distance. I paid the bill alone. The waiter didn't ask questions, just gave me that look people reserve for men eating by themselves on date nights. Outside, the air was sharp and smelled like rain. I sat in my car instead of driving home, scrolling back through our recent messages like a detective who didn't want to find the answer. Missed calls I hadn't noticed. Short replies. Her phone suddenly always on silent. The way she angled the screen away from me on the couch. The way she laughed at texts she never shared. I'd asked once casually, "Who you texting?" She'd smiled without looking up. Group chat. You wouldn't care. I had cared. I just didn't want to be the guy who checked phones. The insecure husband. So I swallowed it, like I always did. When she finally came home that night, the door opened quietly, like she was hoping not to wake me. Her perfume hit me before I saw her. Stronger than usual, unfamiliar. My stomach dropped. "You're up?" she said, surprised. "Yeah," I replied. Dinner got cold. She sighed, set her purse down, and launched into the excuse before I even asked. Long meeting. 1 drink turned into 2. Time slipped. I watched her mouth move, but all I could hear was my own heartbeat. When she finished, she looked at me like she'd passed a test. "Is that all?" I asked again, out loud this time. Her face flickered, just for a second. But I saw it. That night, while she slept, I stared at the ceiling and replayed every memory from the last year. The night she came home late. The weekend she needed space. The way intimacy became something scheduled instead of natural. Each moment rearranged itself into something uglier. A week later, the truth found me by accident. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I wasn't trying to snoop, I swear that, but the name flashed across the screen. Mark. Can't stop thinking about last night. My hand shook as I picked it up. The passcode hadn't changed. That hurt more than it should have, like she never thought she'd get caught. The messages weren't explicit. They didn't need to be. Inside jokes. Late night plans. A photo of her smile I hadn't seen in months. The timestamp told me everything. I sat on the edge of the bed, phone heavy in my palm, listening to the shower run. Every laugh we'd shared, every promise we'd made, felt counterfeit now. When she came out and saw the phone in my hand, she didn't scream. She didn't deny it. She just closed her eyes. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she said quietly. That sentence broke something in me. We talked for hours. She cried, said she felt invisible, said it started as talking, said she never meant to hurt me. I believe her emotions, if not her choices. She wasn't a villain. She was human, flawed, lost. But so was I, and I didn't deserve this. The hardest part wasn't betrayal itself. It was realizing how long I'd been betraying myself by ignoring my instincts, by accepting half answers, by choosing peace over truth. In the end, there was no screaming match, no dramatic exit, just 2 people sitting across from each other at a kitchen table. understanding that love alone doesn't survive broken trust. When she left, the house felt hollow, too quiet. But for the first time in months, my chest felt steady. Now, when my phone buzzes, I don't flinch. I don't wonder who's lying to me. I learned that self-respect isn't loud. Sometimes it's just a calm reply that says everything. Is that all? If this story hit you, tell me what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. You're not alone in this.